What is fire? According to the National Wildlife Coordinating Group, fire is rapid oxidation, usually with the evolution of heat and light. It requires an interaction of heat, fuel, and oxygen. But what does that really mean? Fire is a chemical reaction between a source of fuel and oxygen. But then why don't things just burst into flame on their own? Well, in order to start a fire, the source of fuel needs to be heated to its ignition temperature, which is usually between 500 and 900 degrees Fahrenheit. In order to fully understand a fire, you have to see how a fire starts. First, the fuel source has to be heated to a high temperature using either friction, an intense light source, or something else that's already on fire. The heat begins to decompose the cellulose material. The decomposed material then releases smoke, or volatile gas. This smoke is a mixture of solids, liquids, and gases, mainly made up of compounds hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. Any material that isn't burned off as smoke becomes ash, which is any of the unburnable stuff in wood, and char, which is pure carbon. The char is what's used to make charcoal. When the volatile gases heat up enough, the molecules begin to break apart. They then connect with oxygen atoms in the air. This is the part called burning. The faster the atoms combine, the faster the fire burns. This is why a fire burns better when you blow on it. The carbon in the char also connects with oxygen. This makes heat. As the atoms heat up, they release light. This is known as incandescence. This creates the visible part of the fire, the flame. The scary part about fire is, since burning releases heat, and heat in turn causes more burning, fire can practically burn forever as long as there's an oxygen and a fuel source. This causes fires to easily burn out of control, enough so that statistics say that in 2010, every 2.5 hours someone died in a fire, and every half hour someone was injured. That same year, the fire department responded to over 384,000 house fires. But enough about how fire is bad. What do fires do for you that are good? Scientists and historians believe that fire was originally found when lightning struck a tree and primitive people realized that heat and light were valuable. Since fires were hard for them to start, they would make large community fires that would stay lit for weeks. The Greeks considered fire to be one of the 4 elements, along with earth, wind, and water. Today we use fire for all sorts of things. We use it to cook food, weld metal, it burns gas in stoves and in furnaces to keep us warm. It's used to burn waste and to heat water, which creates steam, which turns turbines and creates electricity. It also puts on a great show. Bad idea. Which is usually between 500 and 900 degrees Fahrenheit. That was amazing!
That's moving everything!
Alright, throw it in the fire, throw it in the fire.